Yo, what's up, guys? Tern. Welcome back to the Terncast. This is episode 2. So things are changing up a little bit. Daedrin is now the co-host of the show. As you saw in the first podcast, we decided that it'd be a good thing to have him on board. So today is basically the podcast about me, but Daedrin's going to be the host of this one. So,
Yes, sir.
alrighty, take
All
it from
right.
there.
First question. Who are you and what is your role on a team?
So I am Kenny McMillan, also known as Tern. I've been playing COD not competitively for probably 3 or 4 years, just pubs and such after school. Um, played a lot of S&D the years before. Last year at the end of the year, BO4 was the first kind of year I actually like competed, and then from there I went to my first local. Um, I played well, but we kind of got shit on, so it doesn't really matter. Um, but yeah. My role on a team is probably the entry sub because I'm really aggressive. Um, and a lot. Daedrin compares me to like Pristini because I'm more of like a bait. I am the bait pretty much. But yeah, so that's me.
All right. All right. Question two. What is your history? When did you begin?
Um, played a little bit in BO2 or MW3. I think was the first time I ever played COD. Um, I kind of played a little bit in Black Ops 1. MW3 is when my stepdad was part of a clan called L8RS, and so I started getting on with them, playing with them. We would all just play lobbies. Basically just kind of, you know, team practices is my first real like setting and like a team environment, I guess, in terms of Call of Duty. Before then, it was just pubs. Um, that was back on Xbox 360. That was a long ass time ago. So I'd play the the Clan Wars thing was kind of a thing back then. I played a few of those. Played a few like in tournament or in clan fucking tournaments where we'd play for like Xbox gift cards and stuff like that. Keep in mind back then I didn't know what a scuff was. I didn't know Astros. I had Turtle Beaches, the shitty wired ones. Um, so that was a long time ago. So my Xbox ended up getting the Red Ring of Death halfway through Modern Warfare 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's something a lot of people really don't know. Is that like, I mean, we weren't even playing competitive. Like, we were just smoking kids in pubs. And, like, from there, and I was like fourth grade, maybe? And I was playing with people that were like 20. And, like, I was playing with old ass dudes, basically. But we would play, like, S&D pubs, stuff like that. And I didn't even do GBs back then. I didn't even know that was really a thing. Um, so pretty much doing clan wars, getting on and practicing with them. My gamer tag, the first gamer tag I ever had was Later's X Mini Taco. That was my gamer tag, and I thought it
All
was
right.
fucking sick. Really, people don't know that. So after making this, uh, after my Xbox got the Red Ring of Death, I stopped playing for a while. I was kicked from the clan right before, because I was too immature. So, which is still an issue I have today, honestly. Basically, after that, I didn't really play video games. I played like Minecraft on the PC at the library. Sounds kind of stupid, but I did that. Played like some like strategy games. I've always been into like building up a team and then like kind of doing that sort of stuff. Um, then during, I want to say, what was that? My eighth grade year, I was playing Black Ops 2 on the Xbox 360. I was playing Money Eights with like people probably like I think that was a long time after it was released, and there were still kids on there. We played Money Eights. I'd use the M8 and I'd shit on some people. Um, and then going towards the next year, I think it was halfway through IW when I got my Xbox One, and I started playing like um more competitively than before, I guess. I played a few. I played, I think, like one, like Instagram league or some shit like that. And I think I dropped. I had like a 2.6 KD for like the whole league, and I was like disgusting in Infinite Warfare for like the kids I was playing with. They were all horrible. Um, but back then I had my team was Divine, Trix, and Burke, and we were running through the leagues and smoking everyone. Um, so back then's when I got into playing S&D. The first kind of like time I ever played like a tournament that like meant anything was an Xbox amateur tournament. And this is kind of the thing that like got me started in S&D. I was playing with a kid named GB Alaska, and he was like, I thought he was the best player in the world. Like he was fucking disgusting. So long story short, we played for probably 4 or 5 months in IW. And keep in mind, I'd never played a COD the night it released, so I was always like late into the year. So like S&D there was like I was so far behind all the other people, but I was just playing with good people because I shot straight and my movement in IW was like super clean. There's some clips of me from back then too. Actually, I think I have them.
I want
Um,
to see those.
yeah, I'll show you. There was one. We were in the. It was like a fucking 2014 premium finals or some shit like that. And basically, uh, I think both of my teammates died. I think I was playing with Gen 6, and my brother that was like, he's 15. He's 3 years younger than me, and we were playing with him. And I was teaching him how to play or whatever. So I was like, oh fuck, I'll just play the premium with him. Let's play the premium with him. Um, I 1v3'd like the the people that were on like the number 1 leaderboard, I guess, on the GB thing, like for XP and shit on Xbox. It was TKO, Picular, and Daps. And so after we 1v3, I 1v3'd them. They hit me up to come play with them. So I ended up leaving my little brother and Jin. Stopped playing S&D with them. I started playing with those guys. Um, so TKO was kind of like my like, wouldn't say my codfather, but he taught. I've had a lot of codfathers, but he basically taught me S&D. Um, so by then I was playing like for like a lot of tournaments, and we were placing pretty well. Like I wasn't winning a lot of them, but I was placing like top 4 every time. I was making it far in the brackets against people that have been playing for like years in S&D, and they were just a lot better than me. But I was still like shitting on them because of gun skill, but knowledge they were smoking us. Um, so after that, I think was the beginning of World War II. Going into World War II, I was on a team with Infinite, Monster, and who's the third guy? Pureless. And Pureless, funny story, actually ended up being my duo for that year. Um, so we'd play S&D tournaments and stuff, and he would like hold our flank because he had a broken controller. So he was like a handicap player on our team. So basically, we played with him for a long time, and then we ended up dropping my duo that I pulled out of. Funny story about how I found him. Actually, I should probably talk on that. So I found him. He was playing GBs with a European and a guy named Blitz, Mike Blitz. Mike's fucking hilarious, by the way. But they were horrible. Like Doug was the only good one on that team, Pureless. And so we ended up picking him up to me, Monster, and fucking Infinite, Wade. Um, and so that was like my first like time I'd ever touch respawn. We scrimmed maybe like 3 or 4 times. We were just playing S&D and scrimming a little bit of hardpoint, but not really. I didn't really know what all this stuff was. I was just playing GBs and shit for fun. Um, and then I think going halfway after we dropped Doug, Doug went to PS4. And Doug started playing to go to like majors and shit. We were planning on going to locals, but we all had to buy PS4s before we could make the switch. So Doug and Wade ended up switching to PS4, and I kind of left. Monster kind of retired because he was already like 20. Um, I think I was like 15 or 16. Everyone on my team was 20. Um, this is back when it was 4v4. And then so Doug went to like a World War II tournament or something. I think it was a major. I'm not sure what it was. What event it exactly was, but I know it was during World War II. And he FaceTimed me, and he's like, "Bro, this shit's crazy." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean?" I was like, "Flip the camera." He flipped the camera. Um, so Daedrin, have you ever seen like, when they walk into the venue
Right, right.
and it's like the trophy at the end?
Yeah, yeah.
I saw that, bro, and my mind just flipped. Like I was like, "Holy fuck, bro! Like this is crazy." And so I started like, I wouldn't say playing the game more. I played the game a little bit more, but the problem was I was still in high school. I'm pretty sure that was my sophomore year. Um, and so I was playing it, but I knew I didn't turn 18 until this year, obviously. So like me playing it was only to go to locals, I guess. So I kind of like chalked it. I kept winning S&D tournaments with lots of different people. Played a shit ton of S&D. Um, and there was like a lot of ups and there was a lot of downs. Uh, but kind of the people who like taught me S&D, I would say was TKO from Xbox, and then Creep CX from PS4 when I switched halfway through World War II. Um, and then I had a duo named Rob, and Rob was like nasty. Simulation US. I think there was a funny story was, uh, what's his name? God, I can't think of it. He's on Gorillas. You know who I'm talking about? Vivid,
There's
Vivid.
Vivid, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, Vivid. We were playing Vivid and J Panda Bear or some shit, and I think it was a 2v2 on London Docks S&D. And I thought they were hitting my teammate off, but it wasn't, and they weren't. And then J Panda fell asleep, so it was a 1v1 between me and Vivid, and I lost like 3-6. And I didn't really know who he was at the time because I didn't like play any respawn, so I started shit talking him and told him he was fucking horrible. And like, you know how I am, Dejan. I just kind of
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
just kind of go with it. So this guy's like well respected in the community, and I'm basically calling him dog shit. And like, he's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, bro, you don't know who I am? Like, I'm 10 times better than you. You haven't accomplished shit. And he's like, bro, what do you mean? And I was like, dude, you're a fucking nobody. And then, so that's probably like the funniest like moment when I realized like who all these people were. So funny thing, he's pro now, and I lost 3-6 to him. So so I mean, I should be pro in half the time it took him, basically. But
Off of a 3-6 loss, huh?
yeah, it was fucking gross. PPSH was like my gun.
It's everybody's gun.
Yeah, you damn right it was. Mine though for sure. So then I think what came after World War II, I was scrimming a little bit with kind of just like pickup teams. It was like I didn't even know what tens was, and this is fucking hilarious because I didn't know what tens was until this year. Um, like I
But
kind of knew
you played Money 8s back in Black Ops 2, so you must have had an idea.
I played money eights, but I didn't play fucking like eights or tens like for free. And
Played for free.
when I
Okay.
played them in BO2, it wasn't like the Discord money eights. Like it was like the Xbox Live game chat money aids. And there was a guy and we were in league play and I think I dropped like 40 something on him. And he was like, "Yo, come play this with me." I'm like, "Okay." So I joined and played with him. I think it was scumming. Dude, I think I had a montage of me scumming and then wait, was it? No, it was it was a fake scump. I think I thought he was real back then too.
Oh lord.
Like he's like, "Look me up, bro," and I'm like, "Dude, holy shit, you're fucking nasty." And I was like, "You want to join my team?" And he's like, "Sure, bro." And I think we picked up. There was a lot of kids. I played. There was like this Instagram league, and my friend got me into it, and we would play every Saturday for no money at all. And there'd be like 8 teams. And I
Nice
think
shout out though.
no, not even that. The guy had no clout.
Really?
Yes, the guy claimed that he used to be pro. Unknown Krebs. I remember him to this day. He's kind of what started my career, honestly. He gave me false hope. He was like, "Yeah, I won one of those major events and whatever." And then he just has no money and he used to make these videos. I'll show you later, dude. And it's so funny.
Okay,
And
okay, yeah.
he like he would like record it with his half-ass broken Afterglow headset. And
Afterglows? I used to rock them
Afterglows,
bitches, bro.
Afterglows, yeah.
Oh
Uh,
no.
yeah. So he was just a weird dude in general. And he was bragging to us about how he won this major event and he got $200,000. And I was like, bro, I want to make money like that. He's like, dude, just keep playing my tournaments. You'll keep getting better and you'll play better people. Little did we know we were playing complete shit cans the whole time, but like, I think we won like 8 in a row or some shit, something crazy for like me back then. And I was like, dude, I'm fucking nasty. And then we entered what was it? And that was it. This was in Black Ops 2, by the way. I forgot to mention this. Um, that was when we were playing those tournaments, and there was like I think it was like $100 free entry throwback thing on Instagram or some shit for BO2. And we played first round and got fucking smoked. And that was probably like my first time like getting my ass beat like real bad. Um, and then so jumping back to where I was before. Holy shit, I just got sidetracked. That was funny though. So going into Black Ops 4. Fuck. Start of the year. I think I was in my junior year, Black Ops 4. I think it was part of my junior and then my senior. Part of my senior. Um, so going into my junior year, was when Black Ops 4 released, and I did not really know who the fuck I was gonna team with at the beginning of the game. All I know is I got the game on release day, and I really can't tell you who I played with because they were probably random. But I was going to a lot of parties and shit, so I wasn't like fully committed at all.
Oh, that was me. 100% that was me too.
Like,
I hear
yeah,
that. I get that.
like I had high school, and then I had hanging out with friends and fucking partying, and that was it. Um, I'd shoot my like 1,000 bots on firing range a day and get off, just so I had my shot sharp for S&D and shit. Um, so then I took like a 3 or 4 month break. Some of my notable teammates to that were Shock. You guys probably know him. I teamed with him a little bit. That was when I was fucking horrible at BO4. I'd played for like a week and I was like, I tweeting out, I was like, yo, get me on a team. And someone's like, oh yeah, we'll pick you up. And it was shocking them and I fucking got smoked. And that's also when I started playing with Ben, which Ben back then was, he was disgusting. Also, Yat, played a lot of respawn with him, Steven, and Migos. Um, so that was kind of like my like I guess first time ever like actually like putting shit into it because I scrimmed with them for like 2 weeks. That Steven, Migos, and Yat team. Um, and then going into the end of Black Ops 4, it was like 2 months away from the event. I was like, so I could play for this event, but then I decided not to because I didn't think anyone was good. And then I ended up finding a team that everything was paid for. All I had to do was show up. So that was Young Bima, a lot of different rosters besides me and him on this, by the way. Schmalz, Nebs, and Komadize. So me, Com, and Nebs were probably like the 3 best players on our team. Like it wasn't close. Schmalz was kind of like just sprint up the map, which I guess worked for a main SOG in that game, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, like it was just his playstyle was just either stupid or it was like crazy good. Like if we were playing shitty teams, he would fry, and then if we were playing good teams, he would just get smoked. Um,
It's usually
so
how it works.
yeah, basically. So we ended up going to that event. Our pools were ridiculously hard in Midwest. And I'd only been scrimming for like seriously for like a month. But I mean that's pretty good for a month. So we went to the event, got literally stomped on. By like Jansport Jake and like Waterhead and Groovy and Este
Oh
and
yeah.
Rails and fucking
Yep.
yep, Austin Cruelty, all of them, Lloydster, um, Lavelle. Fuck, we got railed. Anyway, so then we ended up splitting up after that event. I blocked almost all of them because like it was just embarrassing at that point. So after that, I stopped playing for a while. I didn't plan on going to any events the rest of the year. Kind of just wanted to focus on next year. I think I took like a month break after the event. Kept uploading YouTube videos though, just from like league play games I had before we went to the event. And then I think after that was probably when Modern Warfare, or I started playing with my like IRL. I started trying to teach him how to play S&D because I wanted to go in the next game with him so we could travel to events together. And I had already tried it once with my little brother, and it really didn't work. But obviously, I don't fucking learn my lesson. Just try it again. And yeah, he got shit on. And then he quit, and then I was kind of like alone for like the next, I guess, few months until the game dropped. He started playing again at the beginning of the game. He like stayed over at my house for a week because we were still. I think we had a break from school or some stupid shit like that. Or no, it was on a Friday, and we both skipped school Friday. Bought a shit ton of energy drinks. Slept all day until the game dropped, and then just kind of like grinded the first 2 days, and it was going right into a weekend. I think it released on a Friday. Maybe no, Thursday night, Friday
Yeah,
morning.
usually it's
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah. So we skipped school both Thursday and Friday. Then I guess I came back. My like parents were like not okay with it either. Like they were fucking pissed. But I think they were gone. That's probably why I did it. And I called into the school myself. So looking back was like one of my smarter plays. So uh so basically this year, I figured out what a fucking tens chord was. I started playing tens with everyone. I think I got a lot better. Some of my like I would guess you could kind of say like mentors throughout this year have been like Crete, which I'll talk about all these people later. Serve, Daedrin, and that's probably it for me this year for the most part. Lenny a little bit at the beginning, but like then
Lenny,
yeah,
really?
no, Lenny did, yeah. I played a lot with Lenny in tens.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, everyone knew I was like good, like in terms of like I could be really good, just because like that was my first time ever playing against competition that was like above average. Like in scrims, I would fry, and then I'd go into tens and get smoked. And I was on a horrible team at the beginning of the year, like complete fucking randoms. I think it was who was it? Might have been Vasi, Vito, some other shitters, and then Carter, which is my IRL Vox. Um, so we ended up playing for like the first week of the game, and then me and Carter were like, "You guys are horrible," and we just stopped playing with them. Um, then we couldn't find a team for a while, and I was always playing tens, and Carter didn't have a PC, so he couldn't really play with me. Um, and from there, I kind of found Serve, and then um, Lenny. Funny enough, I found those two Crete. Um, wait, did I mention Crete in that? In like my role
No.
models?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay. So Crete, Serve, Daedrin, and Lenny. That was what I had to go off of. So if you think about it, I'm a mixed personality of like all of them. I got my hothead from Crete. I got my fucking just being a generally okay. I like Lenny, but just being an idiot from Lenny. Like my playstyle. Like,
Holy
at
shit.
first was from Lenny. Serves like fucking troll, and then I feel like I have part of Daedrin's mind. So it's like
That inner genius, you know?
yeah. So like, and the thing is like I've never been like really bad at something. I've always been like subpar when I started. So like COD, I was never like horrible. I mean, I was horrible when I started playing against people that are fucking whatever. But like even when I first started playing pubs and like Black Ops 1, MW3 and shit, like I was gross. And that was before I even knew any of this stuff. And so then I started like getting into it, and they were like, Crete would like tell me like, why the fuck are you pushing that? And I'm like, what do you mean? And this is kind of where it all started. And then he was like, bro, if you would just push this way, it'd be so much different. And I was like, wait, really? And he's like, yeah, try it next time. And it just started working for me. Um, and then Sir was kind of the person who introduced me to like the drama tens. And I was in Ripper's tens before, which was probably the most toxic Discord I've ever been a part of. There's a lot of people in there that have like very undeserved egos. Shout out Rel, Worship. Yeah, you guys fucking suck. We'll just start there. Um, but yeah, completely undeserved egos. There's a lot of people in there that also like Figure was kind of that person where like sometimes he'd have an ego, but he was like very like understanding with me when I told him I hadn't played very much. So like a lot of people don't like Figure because he's from Canada and he's like kind of weird. And he also fucking yells a lot, but like I liked him. Um, so from there, uh, I kind of started getting on teams. I think probably my most notable teams were like every team I had before Daedrin's team, besides my first Ben team was my first Ben team was okay. Um, but Daedrin's team was probably the best team I'd been on, and we were planning on going to the Midwest in Indy. I'm not sure what the dates were for that, but we were planning on going to that. So at first it was me, Hayden, and fucking Jordan, which is Amen and Legio, and then we were like, okay, well we gotta look for two. Well, it just so happened that Ben lived in Indy. So, I mean, he was kind of an obvious pickup. He was really good. I thought he was kind of the same thing as me, like the really high ceiling. I think he still does have a really high ceiling, but not with a broken controller. And then they hit up Daedrin, and Daedrin hadn't played in like a month. And they kind of like were like,
I stopped
yo,
in November.
yeah. They were like, get on the toy, and he was like, okay. So he scrimmed with us. And the first, like, I hope everyone understands, the first day we were scrimming, I don't think anyone won a map. Like we didn't drop a map, and we were scrimming. I mean, we were scrimming shit cans, obviously, but like to us, it was like crazy. Um, so after that, team kind of split. I mean, Hayden stopped getting on as much because of life obligations. Like was mentioned in Daedrin's podcast, like Jordan fucking hated the game, and you could kind of tell. And Ben, we were in the middle of a 1K, I think. I'm pretty sure Ben just left.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So yeah, so Ben was like shocked, like I was not teaming with him, whatever.
I
And
was
that,
bro. I was hot. I was
yeah,
hot.
I was too.
Holy.
So basically, like me and Daedrin were kind of team fucked at that point, cause like we didn't really like. I didn't know that many people that would actually team with me, because I had a lot of people tell me that they thought I could be good, but none of them thought I was good yet. So I kind of had to like just play the game more. So I started grinding a shit ton of tens. I'd play like 4 or 5 series a day, um, and then started getting a lot better. Then I think Preet and Serve came into one of the tens lobbies, or I DM'd them on Twitter. Like, yo, come into this tens lobby because I wanted them to see like how much better I'd gotten. And I think I dropped like 40. And they were like, dude, holy shit, you're actually fucking good now. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's been like a month. Um, so then I ended up getting an invite to some of like the bigger tiered chords, I guess. So like dramas and like, I mean, anyone can get an invite to it, but like back then the chord wasn't popping really. Like it was just kind of like people in there were like, yo, tens, and then everyone joined. But basically from there, uh, I started kind of just grinding tens a lot more. Tried to play S&D here and there with Migos and Yat, cause I'm still really good friends with them. Well, not as much Yat, but Gabe, I'm pretty good friends with him. Um, so I think from there is probably the next team I joined was Crete, ISO, and Daedrin. Like that's probably my most notable team. I'm trying to think of who our fifth was. Who was it?
Brolic. Fake Brolic.
Oh, fuck. Fake Brolic. Shout out to him too. His ego's fucking massive for being that bad. So basically Brolic was like shot straight. He was like 23, but him and Gas on the same team wouldn't have worked for sure.
Oh no, no.
But I mean, shout out Gas though, because Gas is way cooler than Brolic.
100%.
And this isn't like the real Brolic, by the way. This is like the shitty fake streamer that plays with Pomage Brolic. No,
See him on Twitter now. His name is Valorant Brolic.
Yeah, he's a weird guy. He wanted to run 3 ARs on fucking Gunrunner, and by then I just chalked it and told Crete we need a new fifth.
I was mind blown when he said that shit, bro. I
I know.
literally hit up Crete and I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. he's
Like,
like, he's like, why, bro? I'm like, no. This guy wants to run 3 hours and gun. I'm no, I'm done.
I wouldn't even run two. And so, basically, he would just pull out the fucking AR whenever he wanted to. And it really started to piss me off. So I said something to him. And then he freaked out and acted like a child. So we dropped him. I'm not sure who we picked up next. Oh, before that, though, was Remy. No, Remy. The most
We
uncommitted
played
person I've
one
ever
day.
met. Yeah. We did Remy for a day. It's not the Remy you guys are probably thinking of. It's fake Remy. What? We
Fake Remy,
fake
fake
Remy
Brawler.
and fake Brawlic. Why? Looking back, why the fuck did we do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Should have known. So Remy would just like second day of scrims. This guy doesn't even get on, doesn't respond for like 6 hours, and just torch my time. Then we end up picking up Brawlic. Brawlic was like a band-aid for a fifth, because I think Crete wanted to play with him, but I fucking hate Brawlic, so I don't want to play with him. Um, so then we ended up kind of like doing a little fifth searching. Didn't really go as planned. I don't even know who we had as replacement fifths. Who was it?
We had plans to play with two people. Crete was very, very adamant on just continuously playing with James, and so I agreed to it. You said fuck it, we'll try it, and then we just went with fake Brawlic.
So this is the part in this story where I'm gonna hand it over to Daedrin though, because Daedrin knows more than I do about this part of it.
So, Kenny being new to the whole competitive respawn scene, um, me and Crete being more of a respawn players, much more than S&D, like way more than S&D. Like I've only ever played respawn. Crete pretty much only ever played respawn. So me and Crete were kind of like, both being like teachers to Kenny, like just teaching him, spawn manipulation. When we get three down, and you're here, and your line of sight is here, where you're gonna make them spawn. Like as far as like where to expect people. Because I mean, when your centering is really good and you're know when to expect people, you play better. And Kenny was having a hard time like understanding that, and just like it wasn't about getting one wave of kills. It was about maintaining control. And so we were really good with like just breaking a setup, but we just could not hold because we would break and then we'd just be looking at the same shit, doing circles. And Crete got me into a lobby, right? It was just me, Crete, and ISO. This is when it all started. Like this is all the fucking behind the back talk started with Kenny. So they kept getting me in these calls and kept like watching these VODs, and Kenny was just being a meathead, just looking the same direction, pushing shit out he shouldn't be pushing, making him spawn behind us. And so Crete was getting hot headed about it. And I'll give you that, Kenny. Like there's sometimes the Crete would just come at you, and you got to defend your own. You can't let him treat you like a little bitch. So, but there's a lot of times where he came at you correctly, and you just were not having it. You felt like he was attacking you, and so definitely there was some solid input, but the way that you were taking it, Kenny, was just not working. Like you weren't being a sponge. You weren't soaking any of it. Like you might do it one day, and the next day you just totally throw it out the window. Like everything you learned that one day was just gone. Like you're back to square one.
Yeah.
Um, so they ended up getting me into a call, ISO me Crete, and then Brolic joined. But I didn't like James. You didn't like James. I fucking hated James too. We were not even on a talking basis. Like once we dropped him, it was over. We ended up scrimming Brolic's team. He was playing what? Nordic Rain,
Breezy.
Breezy. I don't remember the other guys. Those are the only two guys that I remember that actually did anything on the map. Um, Ended up scrimming them. We lost almost all of the maps.
They host fucked us from New Mexico.
Well, given we had two Xfinity players that were having like throttled internet because they had broadband and quarantine was taking a toll on their broadband internet, everybody being at home and all. So they were lagging, kept switching hosts, kept playing on different ones. We ended up playing on a West host, went to a New Mexico host, ended up playing on an East host at one point on Brawlick's team from like the tri-state area. It just went south. That whole scrim was just fucking terrible. Not good practice at all. Like we didn't even really play pretty much at all that day, and when we did, we got smoked. They got me in a call and they're like, "We're tired of Tern." I was like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And he was like, don't even play me like that. Like, you know exactly what I'm talking to. Like, you've seen the VODs. And ISO's like, yeah, bro, you've seen the VODs. And I'm like, yeah, but he's got, such a high ceiling. I'm not really like we're still looking for a fifth, let alone, you know, looking for two at that point. And they're like, well, actually, we're looking at this team, but we need one, so we want you to play. And at this point, I think Crete was just done with you, Kenny. Like, I don't think you guys were talking. I think you knew you were gonna get dropped,
Yeah.
and you and Crete had just had a heated engagement. Like I was just sitting there, like listening to this shit. Like, wow, they're going hard at each other right now. Um, Shortly after that, you were actually in a call with Serve, and I was in your guys' call, and I told you guys to hold up. They want me to call, so I didn't respond to you guys for like an hour or two, and they wanted me to come play with them. I told them no. I wanted to stick it out with you. I knew what you could do. You just need a little bit more, push. Felt like the personality issue was just a little bump in the road. Because I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't bad. Like, there's definitely better ways Crete could have handled. Like, Adam could have came at you totally different. Um, it's just like me and you click, so you like listen to me more than Crete did. So like, it got to the point where Crete was just telling me shit to tell you, and I was already on the same page. So like, me and Crete would talk about what we need to tell you, and then I'd go tell you myself, like one on one. They wanted me to play with them. Told them no. Stuck it out with you, and then yeah,
Yeah.
we were what, a team of two for how long?
Probably a
For like a
month.
solid month there.
Yeah.
Just played. You got me in a drama tens then. So that's when I met Lenny, drunk Lenny.
No, fucking drunk Lenny. Okay, so from there, I think our roster went me, Hums, which is really, really good. I liked him as a fit. He's really talented, but there were a few issues. Um, I was still kind of going with my consistency thing. Um, but basically everything that Crete had told me, I was having to tell fucking Hums. So it was like flip flop roles. Like now I was Crete and Hums was me. It was really fucking annoying, but it was like hilarious because like I completely pushed off Crete the whole time. It was like you're a fucking idiot, like just talking shit to him when he was right the whole time. Um, and so I had to redo that with Holmes, and then we were like struggling to find a fifth. And Slump was a main AR dropping like 10 kills. Shout out to him though, he's really cool, but like not good at all. Um, his internet's awful, and he's fucking far East Coast, so like West Coast host, he might get 5. Um, so basically on that team, I was like, I feel like that was like my maturing kind of team. Transition from like that team to like the next team. So on Creed's team, I was really immature. That team, I was like semi-mature, and then going into the Smoky team, I was more mature than both of them, and I had gotten a lot better than I was on the Creed team when we went into the Smoky team. So the Smoky team ended up being me, Creed, or oh my god, me, Smoky, Prince, and Crit and Daedrin. So Crit, um, yeah, I don't got a lot to say about Crit, but Crit's, I don't know, maybe he'll be good in the future. Right now, he's not.
He's got the
Um,
best nades I've ever seen, bro.
yeah, he team naded us probably like 30 times.
Like I couldn't team kill like that if I tried.
Yeah,
His nades are just they're perfect. Like they are just perfect to kill his teammates.
yeah. So we had like a shit ton of issues on that team, like so many issues. It's horrible. And Prince was the same thing as Slump, honestly. Like both were our main ARs. Both couldn't buy a kill. I mean Prince was better than Slump for sure. He had a
I'd say
few.
he's pretty alright. He just plays his positioning weird.
Yeah. Um. So that team kind of split after me and Daedra got an offer to team with. First we ended up scrimming Serve's team, which was Serve, Beam, Secret, Electrics, and their fifth. Fuck, I don't know who their fifth was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, Fetty,
Probably
Fetty, shit can
Fetty.
Fetty. Oh my god, I hate that guy. I'm not gonna get more in on that because I will fucking roast him. Anyway, I hate Fetty, and so I was talking hella shit to Fetty. Like so much shit to Fetty, and I was telling him how bad he was and shit. And then he's DM'd me bragging his top 64 placements. I told him he's fucking horrible, and to never DM me and brag his T64 and fucking T80 placements again. Guy sucks. Anyway, so Serve was like, "Yeah, bro, my team's not that good." And me and Daydream were like, I guess the like two shining players from like our team. Um, so that's when the me, Serve, Daedrin, Gasias, and Electrics team formed. At first, our roster was supposed to be Perfections instead of Electrics, which that roster would have been fucking filthy. But Perfections ended up not wanting to play. I think I mentioned that in the last one too. Um, and basically, we had to pick up Electrics, which in hindsight was good because he was really fucking funny. And he probably made that team last as long as it did, just because he was like hilarious. Like he'd say something stupid and we'd all start laughing and forget we were even mad.
Yeah, he's a clown.
But that was right when I was going back to work. Smokey's team to that team were like the first like 2 weeks I was back at work. So basically, my schedule got fucked. Before I was playing every day. Now I was only playing at night. And that team like was the Cerberus team was very fucking good. Like all of us super talented. We talked a lot about it in the last podcast, so if you haven't checked out that one, you should probably check that one out. Because we kind of elaborated more on this. I'm going to kind of skip through it because we did talk a lot about it in that team, or in that podcast. But basically, to sum it up, I had an attitude issue on that team. Serve thought I was putting him down a lot, which I don't really think was too true, but apparently everyone else claims it was. And then Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Fucking love Ryan. I want to start out by saying that before I say anything else. But Ryan is like that player, and I think I'm the same way, where, like, if we're just doing the simple mistakes over and over again, we'll just fucking complain. Because we've talked about it so many times, it's, like, pointless to keep going over the same thing. Because if we didn't listen to it the first, second, or third, or fourth time, probably not going to listen to it again. And so Ryan and Serve had both seen success in their own rights. Ryan through open bracket, Serve through online. So they kind of had their little egos. And I had mine just because I thought everyone fucking sucked. They still do, by the way. But and then Daedrin was like the passive player that would like, I don't know, like more fundamental than the rest of us, I would say.
Yeah, I was playing time, and I was getting rotations. Like Gunrunner P3,
Yeah.
I was back Cadillac or Escalade, whatever you want to call it, every rotation, getting those boxes spawns, going in for P4 and P5.
So
And I had almost 3 minutes in hill, almost every fucking hard point.
yeah. So we had an issue where like we wouldn't grab hill time. And on my old team I wasn't really used to grabbing hill time because I was the entry sub. I hit the hill out, get the kills, push them out while the people behind me grab hill and help me push out the cuts. Well, this team, Electrics ran past hill, and Ryan didn't like hill very much. So, and servers mainly are, so it's like there's a lot of hills where you can't grab time. So there ended up being an issue where Serve was grabbing a lot more time, just because of the players we had on our team. I think we were kind of one change away from being a really good team. I think we were a really good team in general, but we just had someone that could grab the hill and kind of play better. Instead of Electrics, we would have been really, really solid. No
I
shade to
agree.
Electrics though.
I agree though. We had 3 cut players, you know.
Yeah.
You were entry. We had 2 like bait their teammates, slay heavy players, like both Ryan and Electrics would both like bait the shit out of you, play their lives, play cuts. I mean, they play the entire map, every hill, like it was P3 Petrograd rotating a bar. Like they'd just be sitting mid lion trying to hold them back there. Well, they play every fucking hill like that. So we'd either smoke kids or we'd be barely winning.
Yeah. Another thing is like, we just like vibes were completely fucking shot on that team. Got to a point where like we all just fucking hated each other. Like besides Daedrin and Electrics, like me, Serve, and fucking Ryan all hated each other for like a brief moment. And part of that stems from a Minecraft world. Where
Yeah, the fucking craft. Where it
where
started.
yeah, and Ryan built his room in creative and like cheated a bunch of stuff in. You guys probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Basically, cheated a bunch of shit in that Serve gave him powers to do, and then Serve freaked out about it, and that issue led into the next day of scrims as well. Um, Also caused our team to get a lot less sleep because we were on playing Minecraft till fucking 8 in the morning, and then we'd get up for work, we'd come home, and we'd scrim. Um, so it kind of like Minecraft probably ruined our team along with like not having a fifth that grabbed Hill really.
I can't believe it, bro.
Yeah, it was
Craft. You heard it here first. The fucking craft broke the team, bro.
for sure. Um, and so after that, we kind of split. We played the Cheeto tournament. Was fucking gassed that whole day because we played the cup right before the home series. I think it was the Seattle home series, wasn't it? That was like a
Yeah,
week. That was like a
Seattle
week
one.
ago. We ended up making it to. Fuck, what did we do in that?
We got to like round 3. No, round 3, which is round 4, because we had a bye first round.
Yeah, and then we had to play
Grimace.
Grim Rice, and them for points. Um, we got fucking stomped. I don't even know. We lost 3-0, didn't we?
No, it's 3-1.
3-1.
We took the
3-1.
search.
Yeah, I remember that.
Took the search. Gunrunner 6-5. They were trolling. That's why they lost it.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. And then basically from there, our team kind of like we dropped Ryan and Electrics. We went into the Cheeto tournament with Vizo, and our fifth was.
No, it was me, you, Electrics,
Oh, we did
Serve,
play
and
with
Vizo.
Electrics for that. Yeah. And then we ended up. I mean, we made it pretty far in the Cheeto tournament. We like got knocked out after we picked up clips. The round we won a round. We reverse swept the team.
We
Like second
lost,
round.
what, losers round 8?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost losers round 8.
And we were pretty deep in the fucking tournament when we lost.
We lost to Carbon.
No
Carbon Rifle.
Carbon and winners.
Yeah, winners round 5.
And Kindian and them in losers. Which I think really we should have won.
Definitely, but I was gassed from playing since 9 or 10,
Yeah,
and then it was going on. It was going on what, 3 in the morning?
Yeah, it was a grind for sure.
No, it was almost 4 in the morning because that's when Cheeto tweeted out he was gonna end the tournament at 4 a.m. That was the cutoff. Any matches will be played tomorrow. So it was going on what, 3 fucking 30, and
Yeah.
I was just going to bed at midnight. And I was gassed.
Yeah, and we've been on COD for fucking God knows how long.
Actually, what happened with Vizo, bro?
Vizo ended up we lost in winners to Carbon, and then he didn't want to play anymore.
He just lost full.
Yeah. Why don't you play Valorant?
Yep. So then we ended up playing with, who did we play again? Who was it?
Clips.
Yeah, Symbol's teammate. Yeah.
Yeah, Clips is really good, by the way. For
Good
anyone
vibes,
that doesn't
bro.
know. Yeah, he is.
Love that guy.
The only thing is when Serve gets in there, he kind of rides him a little bit. I don't get that, like, Serve riding him, but it was, I don't know. It kind of created like I don't know. I kind of knew that the team was gonna split no matter what. Even if we won that tournament, we probably would have split. Just because the day before they were talking about dropping me, Dejan, and Serve. Just due to like because Ryan really put me in a toxic mindset, I guess. But yeah, so basically we were already planning on splitting then. And then after the Cheeto tournament, there were some tweets that went out that I did not like. So I DM'd Daedrin my opinion on him. When I was very tired. So basically, yeah, that happened, and then
I just brushed it off. I
and
literally told you to go to sleep. I literally said in the DMs, go to sleep, kid.
yeah, and now we're here. So that was a long ass question. So,
All right, all
hop
right.
with the next
That
one.
about sums it up, though.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Question 3. How do you balance life and COD?
I would say like you said earlier, like I really don't. So I don't really hang out with my girlfriend as much because I'm like busy with like before it was school and work and COD, and now it's just work and COD. But like working more and then like playing a shit ton of COD every day is like fucking draining. So you don't really have much time for it. Um, but recently I have been a lot more because I stopped playing as much. But I mean, basically, I would say like just finding like a healthy balance between doing other shit and then like making sure you get your 8 hours in a day, wherever they
Yeah,
may be.
that's when schedules come in. Like a lot
Yeah.
of amateurs just get on. Like, when can you get on? Like, when are you free? Like, when are you out of work? And then they want to get on right away, and they don't set timestamps. It's just whenever you get out of work, instead of setting up scrim times and giving yourself time to actually do other shit in your life. Then all of a sudden that's all they're doing. And that's when you get a lot of toxic players because if that's what all you're doing on your free time, then there's like you're just unhappy.
Yeah, I agree. But
Question 4. What are some lessons or experiences that you've taken from COD?
maturity, I'd say. Shout out to Crete. Um, just like talking to people and not in like the tone of like I don't know. I think I had an ego in real life too. so then I came so then I came into
100%,
this shit
100%.
and I was like, well, fuck, you guys are all ass. But I think I've gotten a lot better about it for the most part. There's still rough around the edges, you know. But that and like the work ethic, I think it takes to like be good at COD. I think it you can't just get on whenever you want and like expect to like beat these players that play all the time. Like you really have to like kind of put your head down and grind. So,
All right, yeah, sounds good. Question 5. Opinion for what the next COD needs for as far as viewership and just better competition all the way around.
um, point number one, ranked play. I think CDL playlist is not it. Fucking hate it. I don't play it. There's no point. Um, also think the GB integration thing I really like, especially the added it for tournaments this year. That was really cool. I just
Yeah,
wish they do it for like home series and shit, since all of our shit was online. I think that it needs to have better colors next year. Because if it looks like this game again, this shit's chalk. Because this game is so ugly. Like I can't even like. I load up the game and I'm already bored. Um, I think the other thing is like a lot more. I don't. I wish they had. A lot of people didn't like supply drops, but I did. Like how you can earn supply drops, like Advanced Warfare type shit. I think if they made the game more like Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, this fucking next COD would be really good. I don't know about boots. They have to have some kind of sliding. Um,
something.
yeah, and the gunplay needs to be better, and there needs to be more guns used. Because this year the MP5 and the fucking M4 are like retarded good. So like you can't use anything else.
I really like the meta where we used to have like one or two MP7s, when everybody was trying to figure out which sub to use. Like that was the most enjoyable. We
Yeah,
need a variety, just gun patches. Update your fucking game.
give us some more guns that are fucking competitive, bro. Like tired of using the fucking MP5 all the time. Boring. I also think they need a flex gun, like a Maddox or like a K-bar. I think that would be like more beneficial.
Yeah, just don't do it to the point where we're running 3 Maddoxes, or there was a 4K bar setup at one point on IW for a hot minute actually. It was a couple months. Everybody was just running 4K bars. One M4, couple of longer range maps, you'd see one M4, 3K bars. So everybody figured out the ERAD was a joke online.
Yeah. Um, I think that the game's spawn system also needs to be a lot more like last year in the other Black Ops games, like where the main AR can anchor spawns and like you're not gonna get flipped, all the fucking time. I also think there needs to be a flex gun. I think there needs to be two subs, a flex gun or two, like two different flex guns would be fucking dope. And two different subs would be cool as shit, and maybe like a couple different ARs you can use. I think that would increase viewership a lot. I think just like in-game skins and shit. games, skins are fucking horrible. Camos. There needs to be more to play for in pubs. Pubs also need to not be so shitty. This game's pubs are actually atrocious. But the community likes it, so it's fucking weird. But no, this game's I, worst COD I've ever played. But yeah, moving on from that, because that's fucking. This game sucks.
All right, question 6. Favorite teammates. You can give me your top 5, and what are some of the best teams that you've been on?
Starting with top 5 teammates. Fuck. Shit. 5, I'd probably have to put Migos. Migos is probably like, I don't know how to explain it. Taught me a lot about like actual life. Because when I was playing with him, I was younger. I was like 16, 17, 15. And we didn't even play that much really. We just hopped on and fucking chilled. I still talk to him now. But just like teaching me the way of like doing things, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna bump him down to 6 for this one. Or no. He's 5, but I got someone I want to mention because he taught me a shit ton. My shit. 4 would probably be Ben. Fucking Ben. He was kind of like, I don't know. We were kind of like the immature fucking dick around duo that like could shoot really straight. We just didn't know how to play the game, and we just liked to shit talk. But yeah, no. Shout out to Ben. Ben's fucking the homie for sure. 3, I'd put Serve. I think Serve was like taught me a shit ton about this game, and also just like hung out with me a lot in real life, and it was really cool to kind of like meet someone that you connected with really well. In terms of like we played other games together, which I think is dope because you don't want to just fucking play COD all day, like that just ruins your brain, especially this one. 2, I'd say Crete. Crete is probably like my other COD father. Like out of the 3 that I mentioned earlier, Daedrin, Serve, and Crete. He taught me a shit ton. Even though I didn't listen to him when he told me it, it kind of took me a while to realize what he was actually saying. But if I ever had the chance to team with him again, I'd probably do it. And he's just a really cool dude in general. I felt like I clicked with him really well before I teamed with him. And then when I teamed with him, it was like iffy, but still, I've had some shitty teammates, so he's got 2 for me. First one is Daedrin, duo. Me and Daedrin have spent a lot of time together on a lot of different rosters with a lot of shitty players. I don't think I've ever stuck with someone this long as a duo, so it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Me and Daedrin are like very like compatible in terms of like we can chill in a Discord call, and then we can both get fucking trolly, and then we can both shit talk people, even though mine's like 10 times worse. But when he shit talks, it's funny.
I don't know. I can cross some boundaries when I get toxic.
Oh yeah, well, conversation that shall not be brought up. I had to fucking
Yeah, we'll just keep that in the.
first time I've ever had to calm Daedrin down.
I got kicked from the Discord server for that one.
Yeah, that was fucking toxic.
I'm just hanging out with Kenny, right? And Kenny's line that he draws, like that's too far, pretty far back. Like you can fuck with Kenny to the point of almost, no return. When you fuck with other people, I gotta remember the line's a little bit closer, so you can step over it a lot quicker. And I hit that pretty much within like 2 minutes of the conversation.
Because he's used to talking shit to me, and he knows that I fucking troll. So like, there's only one thing Daedrin's ever said to me that really pissed me off. Like the other things you can come back from, and like we can act like everything's normal. But that one took a while.
What do you mean? Actually, fill me in.
I can't say it on the podcast.
All right. Talk about it later.
We'll talk about it after, yeah. TBD, bro. It involves girlfriends.
Oh.
Yeah, you remember when you said that to me and I like fucking started screaming at you?
Yeah.
I was
I
pissed,
remember
bro.
that one.
You hit a nerve.
I said, I'm gonna say it. You said, say it. I said, all right, let it rip.
Oh, I fucking hated you, bro. That's right after I started talking about how like I was fucking your girlfriend. You remember that? That's
Yeah,
when it started.
As soon as I said something, you just couldn't take it.
I just fucking got on Daedrin's ass, and I was on his ass every day since then. Um, but yeah, I think that's my top five.
All
Notable
right.
people though, Creep CX. Shout out to him. Taught me a shit ton of S&D. It's my guy. All right,
All right. Question number 7. What are some people with egos for no reason?
all right, brother. Here's where it gets heated. All right, so I'm gonna just pull up my list real quick. Number one on here we got Lenny. 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 You were good the first week I played the game. After that, you're fucking horrible. I I just think you just suck. I don't know. Like it's never accomplished fucking anything. So I don't know why. Like whatever. Anyway.
I
Um.
fuck with you, Lenny. I do.
Yeah, I fucking fuck with like punching Lenny in the face would be cool for me, but you know. Um. A lot of other people. Let me hold on. Let me scrap my brain for a sec because I didn't think about this. Oh, do you remember Verb, the coach that was talking shit to me?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
you're coaching for a reason. You are fucking horrible. Like god awful. Don't ever talk to me again like that. Um, that guy's fucking meat. So yeah, yeah. Holy shit, you're bad. Um, let me think. Other people than Nigo. Um, Toon. Toon is a good one because he tried to talk shit to me in my Discord. Toon, I don't even know if I've ever seen you shoot straight for one gunfight. More or less a whole fucking map. Like, it's fucking awful. Like, holy shit, you're fucking bad. Crit, I don't know where your ego came from, bro, but like, you gotta pipe down with all that, because you're not that good at all. You don't even know how to not nade your teammates for a whole fucking map. So we'll start there. Um, who's the other one? Rise. Rise kind of had an ego. You're. I don't even need to comment on that. You're fucking washed. Um, the other one, Brev. Brev, fucking just trash. You bring
Lord
it.
Brev.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I teamed with him in Black Ops 4.
Awful, awful.
Oh my. Yeah, I'd put him to the list.
Yeah, I'd put him on tier fucking 100 because he's that bad. You can bring up some. Oh, Bima that I went to the LAN with, brother. You got nervous on land. On land. Oh, against a bunch of weird ass fucking gamers, bro. Like, don't ever fucking disrespect me again. You're horrible. Anyway, going from that, who do you want to bring up that I think has an ego that is not good? Is there anyone that you would bring up that I've talked shit to?
Uh, you talk shit to a lot of people.
God damn, yeah, I do. Oh, mid sprint. Mid sprint's awful too. I do like mid sprint as a person, but you do not shoot straight, like at
I'd say
all.
he's considerably better than Toon.
I'd put him in a category right above him. That's it. There's also a guy when I first started playing tens, Hagen. Um, fuck you. You thought you were better than me? Fucking horrible. Look at where you're at now. Free agent, whole year, right where you belong. Um, fuck, bro. Instinct, fucking horrible.
Instinct with an E.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bitches
yeah.
about everything, everything. Like God, I didn't even know I didn't even know it could be possible to be that bad and so bitch. Um, I think fuck, bro.
You know, I might say even
Bro,
dentration.
dentration. Fucking yeah. You are
He,
for
what
the
really
way he
pissed me off
acts.
about Dent was he was ghosting us about playing with us for like what, like 3 days, 2, 3 days.
Yeah,
And the only reason why we even considered him was because Sir vouched for him, right? So he
yeah,
finally gets into the fucking Twitter chat podcast. I'm talking to you guys. He gets in the Twitter chat, right? And he tells us that he's scrimming with another team right now, and he'll be back in like an hour, tops, like less than an hour. But we had already been sitting there waiting for this guy for like 30 minutes. Like I've already chalked it. I'm already on the craft. You know the vibes. I'm out here trying to progress in my world. This guy's torching my time. And then he says that. So then I get really toxic. And I said something along the lines of, what did I say? Like, can you just please leave the chat? Or I didn't even
Yeah.
say can you. I said please leave the chat. Or do me a favor and please leave the chat. Yeah, that was my relationship with Den, bro. Said like 4 words to him through DMs.
Yeah. I don't know that fucking guy. Also distributed. I don't know where this ego
Really?
came from.
I
Yeah,
fuck with that guy.
I don't. Me and Sir
Every time
both
I'm on
don't.
his team, we don't lose. I haven't lost a 10 series playing with distributed.
Oh yeah, I think distributed's horrible. Um, Also Lacora. Where did yours come from? Let me know.
Yeah, Licoro, bro.
I'd like to know.
When I scrimmed him when he was playing with Vizo, Donnie, and Georgie, I was like, wow, these guys are pretty good. As soon as I caught Licora like out of that element, out of those 4 guys, I was like, wow, this is like it didn't even seem like it was the same person behind the controller.
Yeah, I agree. Um, I mean that's just like one of the people that it's like, holy shit, why do you have an ego?
Like I picked him second when I was team captain in dramas. I think it was like you, then Licora. He really disappointed me. I was like, wow. Like you can't really disappoint in tens, right? Tens are tens. You're just there to fuck around, kill, or.
Oh, for
But
sure.
he really just wasn't showing up the whole series. Well, I had bad series too. You got to give Call of Duty players like benefit of doubt, right? Just it's a day-to-day game. But then it's been consistent. Like since he's not playing with Donnie and Georgie and Vizo, it's just like wow. Like it's like almost he got really, really bad at the game like all of a sudden, and I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. I'm gonna quick fire the next few, and then I'm gonna hop on the last one. Okay. So my next two are Creature. You're fucking horrible. Ashba, you suck. You suck to be a 4. You still suck at this game. I don't think you've ever seen T16. I'm not for sure. If you have, bro, you must have got a blessed bracket, because pretty sure I could beat you with my eyes closed. Anyway. The next one, iBad. iBad.
Fucking iBad.
iBad. You are the most washed COD player I've ever seen in my whole life. Not even washed. I don't think you were ever good. Like, you were talking shit when in Ripper's Den when I was horrible. And I was smoking you. So, like, see what I'm saying? Like, you're meat. I just,
I think we scrimmed iBad.
they didn't
We
win
were
a
on
map.
the Smokey and Prince's team, right?
They didn't win a map, and Prince dropped
Yeah,
40 on him.
yeah. Prince was dropping 40. Lenny played well that entire series. Lenny dropped like 38 on Cave with a sub. He dropped like over 35 on Gunrunner. He had like 37 or some shit like that. He played really well.
20 of them were pointless every map, but yeah.
Just got to give credit's due, brother.
Yep. So yeah, I think it about wraps it up for my undeserved egos. I'm sure I have more, but I can't
Oh
think
yeah,
of
that
them off
list
the top
can
of
go
my
on
head.
forever with you, bro.
Yep.
All right, question 8. Future for your COD career. What are your plans?
This year, I think I'm gonna cool it unless I find a good team. Um, Try and get some more content going. For maybe into next year. Um, and just kind of grow like my personal brand. So going into next year, I have a following, so that when I turn on my stream, I'm not getting one viewer. I'm getting like 10, 20. You know.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. YouTube, gotta grow the YouTube. Podcast, fucking subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Um, and yeah, basically just that. And then next year, really go hard, build up some money before next year, so I can go to some of these lands and smack some of you fucking gamer nerds. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Well, that about wraps us up.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning into the Terncast, episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to keep seeing more podcasts like this, I'm sure me and Digin are going to do more. But make sure you guys leave a like, comment who you want on the next podcast, lower tier AMs to lower tier content creators maybe. If you'd like to get on the podcast and you're notable, DM me on my Twitter. It's on the screen right now on the top right. And make sure to follow us both on Twitter. Socials will be linked in
Please
the
do.
description. Yeah, you gotta hope Adrian gets some more followers, bro, because Adrian's fucking. His clout's a little down right now. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys in the next one. Deuces.